Good morning, Vineyard family, and welcome to day 2 of our daily devotionals. Today we are going to be discussing the topic of sonship and what that looks like to really be a part of the family of God. To start, we are going to go to the Word. So we'll be reading from Galatians 4, verses 4 through 7. But when the set time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we might receive adoption to sonship. Because you are his sons, God sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, the Spirit who calls out, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also.
That's so powerful. I think that chapter, that verse really hits what sonship really is. And something I want to highlight is the word that's in there is adoption. I think the word adoption is such an intentional word, and it's because it's really choosing you. You know, when you adopt someone, they're not into your family, they're not born into your family. You have to really pursue, go after, be intentional about going through the process of adoption. And I think that's what it's really about. Like the Lord sent his Son to really go after us and to really show us how much he loves us and how much he wants to connect with us. And that we're already born into his kingdom because we are adopted into the Lord's kingdom.
Absolutely. And another part, towards the end of that verse 7, it says, God has also made you an heir. And if you think about that, like the children get their parents' inheritance. So what God has, like the riches of his kingdom, he has for us. Like we get to inherit that. And it's just like, wow, he wants to share like everything with us.
100%. And I think that's a real problem too, though. I think a lot of us struggle with is the thing is the Lord's already given everything to us. And a lot of us really strive to make sure we're checking off for certain things, making sure that we're performing for God's love, for God's grace. And the fact is he's already sent his Son. He's already given us what our heart desires. Yeah. And I think that's what it really looks like. It's just kind of learning to be a powerful person and actually choosing to partner with what the Lord has already given you. So with that, I think we should kind of like, I think that one of the biggest struggles with us kind of like walking with the Lord is having that fight. A lot of us could feel disconnected from the Lord, or we could feel like we have an orphan spirit, or we feel like we're unseen, or we're unwanted by people. And I think that's because we're trying to battle, we're trying to pay, quote unquote, into trying to get into God's kingdom instead of just already receiving and accepting God's grace. Right. So I think we should like just kind of pray for a breakthrough in that, pray for different lies that we could probably be believing, and just like choosing to walk in sonship.
Absolutely. And what you're saying is so true, is that like we are already bought and paid for. Like he's already paid the price. Like it's done.
Yeah.
We don't have to it's it. It's done. Finished. Like Jesus said it on the cross. Yeah. It is finished.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I agree. We should definitely pray for that and just break off any of the lies and just the orphan spirit as well. Like you are not alone.
Yeah.
Like you are welcome. You are enfolded into God's family. And so, yeah, let's go for it. Let's pray.
Sure.
Father God, I thank you so much that you love us, how much and how well that you do. That everything that's yours is already ours. So Lord, I just want to right now speak to any of the lies that we've been believing, especially right now in these times of more isolation that we've experienced, where it's easier to believe those lies. Lord, I just want to break those right now in the name of Jesus. I just want to declare freedom. I just want to declare sonship over your sons and daughters, Lord God. And I just pray that you would release anyone who is experiencing, whether if they're experiencing the orphan spirit or rejection from their earthly parents, whatever it may be, Lord God, you know what people have experienced. You know our hearts. So Jesus, we just ask you to come in and help us to fully feel and understand what that is, what that looks like, to be a part of the family of God, and that we're no longer slaves to that. No longer slaves to that. We we want to step into that. And we want to sing that song of deliverance
Yes.
that you have sung for us.
Yeah.
And we just give this to you, Jesus.
Amen. We hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. God bless.
For I know my Redeemer lives, and in the end he will stand on the earth. For I know my Redeemer lives, and in the end he will reign on the earth. Though my flesh it be destroyed, yet with my eyes I will see God. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and I will stand with him on that day. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and I will stand with him on that day. How my heart, it yearns within me for the day when Jesus returns. How my heart, it yearns within me for the day when Jesus shall reign. Though my flesh, it be destroyed, yet with my eyes I will see God. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and I will stand with him on that day. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and I will stand with him on that day. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and I will stand with him on that day.